Well, welcome back into the mid-Norfolk cottage garden, and this afternoon we're going to show you this giant Fritilaria Imperialis. Common English name for this is the Crown Imperial, and these are bulbs from, again, Eastern Mediterranean origin right the way through into the western parts of Asia. This grows as a bulb. It's a seasonal flower, and this is the orange variety. There is also a variety in different colours, including a common yellow. But this little display that we've got here has been growing now in this spot for around 15 or 16 years, and is clumping up very nicely. Flowers are held on these spikes with rosettes of leaves at the top at around 1 metre in height, with a lower sort of flowering at around 2 feet into height. The flowers themselves in rosettes all hang down, and you don't actually get to see inside these flowers very often unless you come up and actually make a point of lifting them up, but they're very delicate with fine dark striations on the inner aspect. The Crown Imperial is a slow to grow and multiply bulb. It has to be planted quite deep, and it does demand certain soil conditions. It likes a rich, humus rich and well fertilised soil, not particularly happy on acid or in heavy damp or clay soils. And the bulbs themselves, these plants are usually sold dry rooted in autumn for planting. At this time of year, if you want to pop some in, then you'd need to buy pot grown specimens, and they tend to be a lot shorter than the adult or mature specimens will grow to. Pot grown ones tend to be more around the 1 foot in height with the flowers in bud, and they don't particularly like moving, so dividing these and multiplying them up is quite a challenge. The stems themselves are very tender, do make a relatively good cut flower, but it's short-lived, and these flowers now are just at their peak really at the end of March, beginning of April. The season, when we've looked these up, really extends through to May, but these tend to blanch out and lose their colour quite quickly, particularly if they're grown in a sunny position like these. I would say they're almost at their best when you're looking at the potential of what you're going to get, rather than expecting the flowers to flower for a long flowering period. It is quite a short-lived display that you get with these, but they are nonetheless spectacular for that, and if you can afford to plant them en masse like this as part of your spring display, then you'll be rewarded once they do get established with year after year of this beautiful, fresh, lush, upright growth, followed by these spectacular large rosettes of flowers. Well worth a go.